There's something almost everyone tells you to do when you're activated, and it almost never works. They tell you to calm down. Maybe they say it kindly. Maybe they say it as a friend. Maybe you say it to yourself. Just calm down. Take a breath. Relax. The reason it doesn't work is that calm down is an instruction without a mechanism. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. And worse, when you try to force calm onto an activated nervous system, you often end up creating something that isn't calm at all. It's a kind of brittle performed flatness. The activation is still underneath. You've just put a lid on it. I want to draw a distinction that almost no one teaches, and it changes how you regulate. There are actually two very different states that can look like calm from the outside, and they have completely opposite implications for your nervous system. The first is what we'll call downshift. Downshift is what happens when an activated nervous system has been signaled clearly that the threat has passed. The system on its own slows down. Heart rate drops, breath deepens, muscles soften. Your face becomes more expressive, not less. You can think clearly again. You can feel your own body. You can connect with the person across from you. The second is what we'll call shutdown. Shutdown is what happens when an activated nervous system gets the message that the threat is too big, or that expressing the activation is unsafe, or that there's nowhere to discharge what's been mobilized. The system doesn't downshift. It freezes. From the outside, it can look the same as calm. Quieter voice, less obvious tension. But on the inside, you've gone numb. You've muted. You're farther from your body, not closer. To use the language of polyvagal theory. And a quick reminder, parts of the theory are still actively debated, so I'll frame this as a model. Downshift is the ventral vagal system coming online. Shutdown is the dorsal vagal system taking over. If you've watched the freeze response video, dorsal vagal is the same system we covered there. They're different parts of the nervous system. They feel different from the inside, and one supports what we actually want from regulation, while the other is what people often mistake for it. When you tell an activated person to calm down and they comply by going quieter and stiller, you don't always know which one happened. Sometimes they downshifted. Sometimes they shut down. From across the room, both look like compliance. The same thing happens internally when you tell yourself to calm down. If you have access to the downshift mechanism, you may genuinely settle. But if your nervous system was activated past its capacity, calm down becomes shut down, because shutting down is the only option your body has when it can't downshift fast enough. This is why people who do a lot of forced calming end up describing themselves as flat, disconnected, not really feeling anything. They've trained their nervous system to shut down on command because shutting down was easier than learning to actually downshift. Here's the better path. The actual mechanism your nervous system uses for downshift involves something specific. It involves reorienting to the environment. Stay with me. This sounds technical, but it's deeply embodied. When you're activated, when fight or flight has fired, your visual field narrows. Your attention pulls inward and forward. You're focused on the threat, real or imagined. This is by design. A narrowed visual field helps you track danger. The cue your nervous system uses to know the threat has passed is the opposite of that. It's a wide, slow visual scan that finds nothing dangerous. When your eyes can move freely across a horizon, when your head can turn smoothly, when nothing in your field of vision matches the threat template your body was scanning for, your nervous system reads that as it's safe to settle. This is called orienting. And it's one of the most powerful regulation moves there is, because it's the actual cue your nervous system was built to listen for. Here's how to do it. It takes about 90 seconds. Sit somewhere where you can see at least a few feet of space around you. Indoors is fine. Outdoors is even better. Soften your gaze. Don't focus on anything in particular. Let your eyes rest somewhere comfortable. Not pulled toward a screen, not staring intently. Now slowly turn your head to one side. As you turn, let your eyes lead. They scan ahead. Your head follows. Take your time. Notice what's there. The corner of a wall, a doorway, a plant, a piece of furniture. You don't have to name them, just register that they're there. Slowly turn back through center and continue to the other side. Same pace. Same softness. Notice what's there. Now bring your gaze up to a horizon, even an indoor one. The line where ceiling meets wall, the far end of the room, something at distance. Let your eyes rest there for a few seconds, then bring it back. Look slowly at something close. Your hands, the edge of the table, something specific. Then far again. This is the move your nervous system uses to downshift. Wide scan, slow head turn. Far and near, nothing dangerous in any direction. The system reads the data, all clear, and starts to settle on its own. The crucial thing about this practice is what it's not doing. It's not forcing calm. It's not telling your body to relax. It's giving your body the specific information it needs to relax on its own. You'll notice that this is different from the breath practices we've covered. The 4-8 breath downshifts you through one channel, the vagus nerve, via the lungs. Orienting downshifts you through another channel, the visual system, via the brainstem. Both work. They work even better together. But if you've ever tried breath practices and felt them bring you to flatness instead of settled, orienting may be what your nervous system actually needs. So next time you catch yourself saying calm down, pause, ask, am I downshifting or am I about to shut down? And if you're not sure, let your eyes do the work. Wide, slow, far, near. Let your body figure out it's safe. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to look at one of the most under-discussed nervous system responses, fawn. It's the one that doesn't look like activation at all because it looks like agreeableness. And once you can see it, you'll start noticing it everywhere. Click the link on the screen to watch it next. If this is helping you, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming.